Information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Well, I'm glad you could join us. Phil Ting is with us right now, and he has a new event coming on besides being an assessor in San Francisco. It's called China San Francisco, and he's the board chair for that. Nice to see you, Phil.
Thanks for having me.
You're always here on some event, and you've been here a number of times, and it's good to see you're into something new.
Yes.
This is a brand new thing.
It's a brand new city venture. The city opened its first foreign trade office in Shanghai about 2 years ago in 2008. And what we set up was a separate public-private partnership with the San Francisco Center for Economic Development, with our Office of Economic Development, Workforce and Economic Development, as well as my office. We opened our first foreign trade office in Shanghai with the goal of attracting Chinese companies to San Francisco. So the idea was if we could convince Chinese companies to open up offices here, that would create jobs. And over the last 2 years, we've actually convinced 10 companies to open up offices in San Francisco. And during the worst economy since the Depression, we've actually created 120 jobs for San Francisco.
Okay, what kind of companies have opened offices?
A lot of them have been clean technology companies, which is right in the sweet spot of who we want to attract. Companies like Sprim, GCL, Suntech, some of the largest solar companies in the world that just happen to be Chinese companies.
Okay, and so when a company comes here, they're hiring local people to do what? I mean, if they're offices, they can't just be office people.
Well, they are, because we're primarily looking at companies to open their North American headquarters here in San Francisco.
I see.
So obviously, as companies grow, they want to list on the New York Stock Exchange, or they are listed. We would love their North American headquarters to be in San Francisco. We know we're not going to be able to compete with Texas or other places for manufacturing jobs. We know this is going to be primarily a sales, marketing, headquarters, North American headquarters operation. And we're very excited because these companies are falling right into the sweet spot of who we want to attract. Clean technology companies, life sciences companies, digital media companies, and they're creating jobs for San Franciscans, 120 jobs in the last 2 years.
Okay, have you been back and forth in this? Going to Shanghai and, you know, said, here we are, this is a great place for you to open an office?
I've been back and forth a couple times, but we do have a staff person over there in Shanghai whose full-time job it is to talk to companies and encourage them to locate here in San Francisco.
What brings a company to San Francisco? In other words, what is the selling point, aside from the fact that it's a well-known place, heavy Chinese population, well-known throughout the years?
Well, you just listed two of them. So the other major selling point is they're looking to open in North America to begin with. So the question is which city? So one, geography. It's close. San Francisco is very close to Asia, so the flight is much faster than it is if you go to New York or you go to DC. Two is the brand of San Francisco in China. It's a very, very strong brand. So people know the city. They know where it is. In fact, if you told them Silicon Valley, you told them San Jose, they wouldn't really be able to place it. They think it's a suburb of San Francisco. So from a branding point of view, it's very, very good. Also, we have certain industries where we're very, very strong. Digital media, clean technology, life sciences. Those are companies that are going to want to be in San Francisco to be around other industries in San Francisco. So we've seen that that's a really strong selling point for people. And one, I think you mentioned lastly, there's a cultural affinity. It's very comfortable for Chinese companies to open up offices, because usually the head's going to be oftentimes Chinese. And so it's not only are they not going to get protested, they're actually going to be welcomed with many people. Yeah.
Has the fact that this country and California is in a recession, has that affected people coming over here to open an office?
It hasn't, because
I mean, when they call you and they say, I don't know if we should go there or not, there's a recession going on, or do they ask that?
Well, actually it's an advantage, because that means rents are lower, everything's cheaper to buy. The prices are much lower than they were 3 years ago. So actually I think it's more attractive.
They take advantage of it then.
Well, I think everybody who's looking to expand, it's a great time to expand. If people have the capital, it's a great time for any company to be expanding.
Okay, and this called China San Francisco? Is that, do you have a title?
That's what it is. It's called ChinaSF.
That is certainly simple enough, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, nice to see you, Phil.
Great.
Okay, Phil Ting's been here. He's an assessor. He's ChinaSF board chair, and it sounds like they're doing their job to bring more business to our fair city. Thanks for watching. Nice to see you.